Welcome to Gab Sessions with Stephanie Marie, aka Gabbie. This is a space where we talk business, growth, and the messy middle of entrepreneurship, with a little real life mixed in. Every week, I'll bring you clarity, confidence, and momentum to help you create your version of success. Grab your coffee and let's dive in. This week, we've been talking about visibility, content, and Reels, and I've had a lot of questions come in. So today I'm doing a Q&A episode to answer your biggest questions and give you clear, practical takeaways you can use right now. And if you stick with me until the end, I'll share the single most important mindset shift that will make content creation easier for you forever. Hey there, welcome back to Gab Sessions. I'm Stephanie Marie, aka Gabbie, your strategist, accountability partner, and fellow entrepreneur in the messy middle of business growth. Every Friday, I do a Q&A episode where I take your questions and break them down with simple, strategic answers. This week has been all about visibility and content. So today's questions are focused right there on how to get seen, stay consistent, and use Reels without burning out. Do I really need to post Reels to grow my business? No, you don't have to. There are other ways to grow, but right now, Reels are the fastest track to visibility because platforms are pushing them. And here's the key. You don't need to do trends or dances. A Reel is just a 20 to 30-second video sharing a tip, answering a question, or pulling back the curtain on your process. Start with one Reel a week. Think quality and consistency, not volume. That one Reel can be repurposed into 3 to 5 touch points. That's leverage. What if I feel like my life is too boring for everything as content? This is one of my favorite questions because it's what almost everyone thinks. Here's the truth. It's not about your activity. It's about the angle. Example, a client once told me, Stephanie, all I did today was answer emails. My response? That's content. Share one client question you answered and how you approached it. That's valuable. Nothing is boring if you connect it to value. The everyday moments are what your audience relates to most. How do I stay consistent when I get overwhelmed by content? Consistency comes from micro momentum. You don't need a giant plan. You need one small, repeatable action. I tell clients, pick one non-negotiable 10-minute task per day. Maybe it's recording a 20-second tip, writing a caption, or answering one audience question in your notes. Success isn't built on giant leaps. It's built on stacking small daily wins. Micro momentum beats motivation every time. What's the best way to repurpose one piece of content? This ties back to the Reels episode. My repurposing framework is simple. Record it once, Instagram Reel, podcast clip, blog post, whatever feels easiest. Distribute it everywhere. Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Reshape it for the platform. Casual on IG, professional on LinkedIn, bite-sized tip on TikTok. Don't create 10 things. Create one thing and make it work 10 ways. What if my content isn't getting engagement? Should I just stop? Nope. Lack of engagement doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're testing. Think of content like a lab. If something doesn't land, you refine it. Try a different hook, reframe the story, reposition the offer. The only way to fail is to stop posting altogether. Every piece of content is data. If you post, you learn. If you don't post, you stay stuck. So now, let's turn this into action. Here's your challenge for the week. Write down one content or visibility question you've been stuck on. Answer it in your own words, just like I did in this episode. Record the answer as a short reel and post it. And just like that, you're now an expert QA content creator. You took a real question, shared your perspective, and turned it into content that helps your audience. These questions are the same ones my clients wrestle with every day, and I love breaking them down because they remind us that content doesn't have to be complicated. The big takeaway? Content is everywhere, visibility is strategic, and your power is in showing up consistently, even in small ways. And if you have a burning question you'd love answered on the podcast, send me an email at stephaniemarie@gabbieandcompany.com. I'd love to hear from you. And Gabbie is Gabbie and company.com. And if you're ready to go deeper, there are 2 ways we can work together. Book a VIP strategy session where we map out your exact next steps, or join me inside Business Growth Society for ongoing coaching, systems, and supports. So keep asking, keep posting, and remember, I'm here to help you create your version of success. I'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for listening to Gab Sessions with Stephanie Marie. If today's episode gave you clarity, confidence, or momentum, hit subscribe and share it with a friend who needs it too. Want to go deeper? You can join me inside Business Growth Society, or email me at stephaniemarie@gabbieandcompany to see how we can work together. Remember, stop overthinking, start building, and create your version of success. I'll see you next time.